Bob, after researching her family history, Margaret Lamb, as well as her relatives, realized Sergeant Osbert Linton is buried in Thornrow Cemetery in Stanton. This is her way of making sure those who fought aren't forgotten.
Company G, 5th Virginia Infantry.
Margaret Lamb lays a wreath where Sergeant Linton is buried. Before, there was just grass.
There was no marker here. My great-grandmother's also buried next to him.
For Lamb, it's a homecoming of sorts. Her long-lost family found.
I was adopted when I was 4 years old and lost my family, the Littons, and was raised in a wonderful family.
The sergeant was part of Stonewall Jackson's brigade. Lamb says he also survived being a POW in South Carolina in rough conditions.
The immortal 600, which were Confederate officers that were mistreated by the Union.
A country divided that endured.
These dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom.
A speech to bring the country together during a bloody Civil War. A war that's remembered here with a memorial for Confederate soldiers. Some soldiers have markers, others do not.
It doesn't matter if they were Union or the Confederacy. You know, anytime somebody puts their life on the line, I mean, I think that's really important to remember them, just like today and what's happening over in Afghanistan.
Lamb says there are other Lintons buried in the same cemetery, and she'll keep looking because she feels history is something worth looking for.
And I look at the battlefields as being sacred ground, and our children need to learn this history.
Lamb actually started doing research on her family history after being reunited with her birth sisters in 1976. She says Sergeant Linton is one of a number of others in her family that have fought in the Civil War. Bob?